Hi folks, this is Jan of the Jan Files. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. I want to talk today about kids. I think it's really, really important that our children understand what is happening. And there is no excuse for them not to. Now, obviously, MAGA are only going to lie to their kids, but they're probably going to talk to them. We need to not see not telling them what is happening as protecting them. That is not protecting them. It is not protecting us. And to inform your kids exactly what is happening is mandatory. If you want to understand how change takes hold and change grows and we are able to survive what is happening right now. Kids, whether they're teenagers or whether they're young college students, they need to understand what's happening to their country. And this idea that you have to protect them is utter nonsense. Kids have to know what's happening because even though you may think it's not in your community now, it will be, because this isn't about just going after immigrants, undocumented immigrants. This is going about after anybody who dissents. Now, are we clear on that? That is what's happening now? We're past this being about immigration. This is about dissent. And Trump tweeted, or whatever you call it now, last night that he was going to possibly call for the Insurrection Act in relationship to Minneapolis and Minnesota. That means if he should do that, the likelihood is we're going to have Americans literally fighting against Americans. And I don't know what some of you think in terms of, talking to kids, and if you don't have kids, let's talk about this. Let's talk about if you have younger siblings, you talk to them. If you're an uncle or an aunt and you have your own relationship with these kids, you should be talking to them, no matter what a parent says. You have a relationship, and if it ends that relationship with the parent, so be it. We all have to take steps here that sometimes this is not a big one that's going to require a lot of courage, but for some it might. And it's time that we start making sure the younger generation understands what is happening. And this is about dissent. This is about white nationalism. Okay? This is about the patriarchy. And none of these things that is happening in a vacuum. We need to talk about what is happening in terms of everything, because this is what is the ground level, in my opinion, for all of it. From the Heritage Foundation up through the ranks, Project 2025, Trump. Trump's just a tool. He just wants power. He's not even thinking about other than that power and money. That he doesn't care about Americans. We all know this. But the point is, we have to understand they're coming for all of us. And if you don't understand that, you're naive. They've already talked about making an enemies list, okay? Which is what J. Edgar Hoover used to do, and Nixon, etc. This is talking about pitting Americans against Americans. That's called a civil war, folks. And I think it's really time that you start understanding that with care, that you have these conversations. And I'm not talking about 4 years old, but I'm talking about teenagers and young adults, and that you go out of your way to make sure that they understand what is happening, because it is going to impact all of us. If you think you are safe because you live in a red state, if you think you're safe because you live in a red city, I don't care where you live in a Republican's town like I do. I don't think I'm safe. I know better than that. I'm very well known in this town for my dissent. I don't think I'm safe. But whatever that risk is, and I don't know what it is, even not knowing, I'm taking it because it's that important. So have those conversations. Those are really important conversations. The second thing I'm going to say today is every Democrat ought to get on the phone and call Hakeem Jeffries. He is the leader of the House for the Democrats, and he is not calling for ICE to be defunded. He needs to call. We need to start taking major, big actions. If we shut down the government again, so be it. I know that harms people, and I don't like that. But we have to start forcing them to make some decisions. And in time, I'm going to tell you, my belief is whether it's a month or 2 months from now, when it gets worse and worse and worse, that Republicans are going to finally either step up or step off. And I think that's going to be an opportunity for us. But please call Hakeem Jeffries. And the other place that you can call today is CBS News. They are a tool of Donald Trump. I expect that maybe Facebook will be next, given who was just elected the president. But anyway, please talk, share. Children at whatever age that's appropriate need to be informed as to what is happening to this country. Thank you.